back to another speed build. I am Simply Simming if you are new here, and today's video is another part in my Let's Renovate Sunset Valley series. So once again, this house is in that little neighborhood in Sunset Valley where all of my other ones have been, like all of my past two. There's not that many, but it feels like I've been doing this for so long. Help me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm having a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm kidding. I actually am. I really like this series. It's so fun. It gives me an excuse to build in The Sims 3, which sounds dumb, but like I love doing this. It's also, I think I've been loving it a lot more recently because I get to do smaller houses. This one was a little bit bigger, but it wasn't really all too big at all. Although I did realize that this is the Kennedy household. I'm actually making this for a Sim this time. And she lives alone. I gave it a kid's bedroom, and she lives alone. And I don't think she has planning on having kids anytime soon. So, there's that. And next time I do a single sim house, I'm gonna plan on actually making it so it's meant for them and like thinking about their personality. But I didn't do it in this one because I didn't really think it through. But, you know, so she has a kid's bedroom. It could be turned into an office. I was just lazy and I didn't realize it till I was taking screenshots and I didn't want to have to redo that. But anyways, I actually haven't told you what house this is. This is the cottage cheese house from the same neighborhood. I said that already, but I think cottage cheese is kind of a weird name. Although all of these have been kind of weird name, I think the one that makes most sense is the shotgun style one. As odd of a name as it can come off to people, I guess it makes sense because that's the style of house, right? Like, where did they get cottage cheese? Maybe there's a reason why it's called cottage cheese and I just don't understand, but I can't get behind the name. Although oddly enough, I think the best name in this entire neighborhood that I've done so far, I don't want to judge because I don't really know the other ones' names, but I think the best one is Prefabulous. I don't know why, but I just really like that name. It's kind of like cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I like it. I like it better than Shotgun Style or Cottage Cheese. Cottage Cheese is the worst one because Shotgun Style, as weird it is to most people, because not many people realize that, oh, that's the style of house. It's better than cottage cheese. You know, at least it has a reason. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason for it to be called Shotgun Style. But who knows what the Sims team was thinking of when they named these builds. And I guess if you think about it, once you have to name enough builds, it gets probably pretty hard to come up with normal names. I mean, like, I can hardly even make speed build names, and all of mine are really generic, let alone having to make these unique ones. But I mean, really, they didn't have to make it unique, but they did. Yeah, so that's my little I feel like I just ranted about my opinions on the names of these houses, but you know, you definitely wanted to hear it. I know you did, for sure. Absolutely. I'm kidding, you probably didn't, but you just got it. But anyways, I actually really don't really like the way I like the way the outside of this house came out, but I don't really like the way the inside came out. Because I was struggling with coloring things because I was trying to make it different than the last, like, 8 gazillion houses I've done in this neighborhood. But I didn't really, like, I wanted the inside to be different. But it didn't work. So it's kind of ugly. But it's not terrible, you know? It's a little wonky and ugly, like I said, but it's not that bad. It could be a lot worse, I guess is what I'm saying. I actually like the master bedroom a lot. The kid's bedroom is cute. It's just a little weird now that I realize that they don't have a kid in this household. But, you know, what are you going to do? I could have redone it, but I didn't. Redone it? I could have redid? Okay, I don't know what the past tense of redone is. Is it just redone? It might just be redone. I think I was right the first time. Anyways. But I could have turned it into an office after I realized it. But, like, I was taking screenshots just a minute ago, and I was not about to just start recording and redo it again. So, here we are, and you have a kid's bedroom in the Kennedy household, and she is, I don't think, like I said, even close to planning on having a child. she doesn't have one, and she doesn't plan on having one, I assume, anytime soon. Actually, I read her description. I know I read the description of this one. I feel like way back when I actually did houses with people in them. That's so sad. And I renovated people. Maybe I'll start renovating the people again. I'm gonna regret saying that, because I know I was like, I'm not doing people, and now, you guys, I'm so sorry. I'm like so back and forth. I'm like, I should do people. No, I'm not doing people anymore. Just bear with me. Honestly, I could start renovating the people again, or I could not. Although now that I think about it, I don't want to have to do families. Never mind. I'm not gonna. Well, maybe. I don't know. You know what? I'm not telling you. For now, I'm just doing houses. It's so sad. But anyways, what I was saying before was back when I used to do the houses with people in them, I'd pretend like I knew exactly what their story was when I really didn't. But this time I actually read it. She just moved here, and she's having a hard time fitting in with all the townsfolk, because everyone knows each other, and she feels like she's very left out. And so she moved here because she's enrolled. She works in the military, and it's like her dream to just, she's a very athletic person, and she loves being in the military, but she just feels like she doesn't fit into the town of Sunset Valley. So that's all about whatever her first name is, Kennedy. I know her last name is Kennedy, and that's about it. So there you go. That's your little, that was story time with Simply Simming. I don't know what I'm saying. I was like worried this voiceover is going to be a dull one, because I didn't really want to do it. I actually kind of want to, because, you know, a little surprise, I actually really want to do another house in here. I want to do the one across from this one, which is probably going to be the next one you see. It's called the monotone something. It might just be called monotone house. That sounds kind of bad, though. I don't know. It's monotone something, but it's the one across. It's actually a starter home, but it's not going to be anymore. But anyways, I really want to do that one, but I have to do this voiceover before I do it, because I need to get this video up, because I've had it sitting in my recorded files for too long. So, and I also need a video up. I haven't posted in a while, but I was busy. I was really busy the past few days, and like, I don't have a schedule, so no one can judge me for not posting for almost a week. Has it been almost a week? Let's check. Oh gosh, I just opened up Netflix instead of YouTube. I think it's only been like 4 days. I'm planning on putting this up on Thursday, which is not today, for just so you know. Today is Wednesday for me. For voiceover Simply Simming, it's Wednesday. For you guys, it'll probably be Thursday. And when I say probably, I mean it will be Thursday. Yeah, so I've not posted for almost a week, because my last video for you guys was 6 days ago. But I don't think, like I said, I have no schedule. The only promise I made you was that at the very least, it was going to be once a week, if not more. And most of the time it is more. So, yeah. I feel like I go through these phases. The way my schedule works is I oftentimes post like 2 or 3 videos all like a few days apart, if not like every day, like really close together. And then I don't post for a week, and then I post, because the way my schedule works is I'm often busy over the weekends, which makes sense, because that's when I have time to spend with my family, because I'm a child, if you didn't know this, and I'm not that young, but I'm young, and I live with my family, my parents, and so oftentimes I'm all alone during the weekdays, because it's the summertime, or I'm not all alone, I have people here, but I don't do much during the weekdays, and then the weekends I have family, and people aren't working, and people aren't busy, and I can spend time with people on the weekends. So, yeah, that was my little I completely forgot what I was even saying. What I was saying was, that is my reasoning for my weird upload schedule. So oftentimes I have more time to make videos over the weekend than I do on the weekends. Over the week than on the weekends. Yeah, that makes more sense than I don't even know what I said originally. Maybe what I said originally makes sense. I don't know, but anyways, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I should probably just, if I miss these uploads, or what? That's not even what I was trying to say. only made a little bit of sense, but it wasn't what I was trying to say. If I missed these, like, I did it again. Okay, if my schedule is so weird, I should probably plan accordingly, and I should probably, like, make videos for the weekend. Like, I could probably make a schedule that makes it so I have more of an even uploading schedule, but I don't do that. And yeah, so I could, but I don't, and I don't plan on changing it. Actually, I might want to, because the school year is going to start soon, and I probably should have more of a schedule for the school year, or not for, like, a schedule for you guys, but a schedule for me. Well, I guess then it would sort of be like a schedule for you guys, but I should probably have some sort of routine or rhythm to what I'm doing on YouTube, because the school year is a busy time and I don't always have time to make videos. Yay. Although I'm pretty proud of myself, because this summer I've had a lot of time to make videos, which is good, because last summer I was really struggling, because I was like, it's the summertime, I don't have school to distract me, but I had fun summer things to distract me, which I didn't take into account, and I was thinking maybe that'll happen this year, but it didn't happen this year, and the summer is almost over, so I'm just assuming that the rest of the summer is gonna go as planned. Hopefully, I plan on pre-recording for the first week of school, because that's gonna be a busy time. I'm so excited, you guys. Really, I think you can tell in my voice, I'm really excited to go back to high school. I don't know why I said high school. I am in high school, by the way. It's not like it's a bad thing I said high school. I just meant to say school, and high school came out. I was thinking about high school, but it was... Anyways, I worded that weirdly, but I word a lot of things weirdly, so it's normal. But I'm really not excited to go back to school, because I don't really like school. Surprise! Most kids don't like school. But I just don't like it because I am quiet, and it's not my cup of tea to be around a whole bunch of loud kids and have to do, like, social activities and have to, like, get graded on my social participation, which I don't really appreciate. If I'm being honest, I don't like having to participate in social situation. That didn't make sense, but I don't like having to participate in social things and then be graded on it. That's just annoying. I also just don't like schoolwork. I kind of do, which sounds bad, but it doesn't sound bad. It's just kind of weird. I sort of like the, like, work aspect of school, because it's really rewarding in a sense. But once it becomes too much, it becomes less rewarding and more stressful. That was dumb and probably sounded terrible for you guys, but I did it. I was actually trying to do this, but it was executed poorly. I don't even know if you heard that very well. Probably you did. I'm, like, right next to the microphone. I don't know why you wouldn't. But yeah, so moral of the whole, I don't know, story. It's not a story. My point to all of this is that I don't want to go back to school, and I don't know why I'm talking about it still. You guys probably don't care about school at all. Like, you probably could care less that I'm going back to school soon, and I don't like school, but I wanted to tell you guys, because I need to talk about something in this voiceover, and I guess talking about school is better than nothing. Although now that I've talked about it, it's so much worse, because now I'm thinking about how I have to go back to school instead of enjoying my last few weeks of summer. Anyways, I don't know what to talk about now, you know? Because, like, when I ended that topic so abruptly, and now I have to find something new to talk about, and I don't know what to talk about, because this is a 20-minute voiceover, and I'm in for a ride. Deciding to do this voiceover, I could have sped it up more. I should have sped the video up more, because sometimes my Sims 3 speed builds can get long, because, oh my god, wait, how long was my, because even the little ones, like, the little ones, even the small houses, they tend to be longer builds. Like, the shotgun style one was 20 minutes, and I can check, this sounds dumb, but I can actually check how long my older ones were, because I'm wondering if, like, my bigger ones, like the Keaton's house, was 20 minutes long, 26 minutes, and the Frio house, the horrific Frio house, I must have sped that up a lot, because it's only 22 minutes. I think I sped that up a lot, because I had 7 hours of footage for that, you guys. Like, 7 hours. I had to sit there for 7 hours doing this build. It also took me like 2 weeks to do. It wasn't 7 hours straight. That would be terrible. That'd be like an entire day of just me building. But I hated that house. It was ugly from the start, and I had to make it look better, and I didn't even make it look that good. Like, it's kind of still ugly. Kind of still really ugly, actually. But I'm not redoing it. I was thinking that in my head. I was like, what if I redid all the houses I did before? Because I don't know why, but I was like, what if I redid them? But that was the dumbest idea I think I ever had, because having to redo that Frio house would be horrible. Like, all of the other bigger houses, not all of them, some of the other bigger houses, at least they have potential, right? They have, like, something going for them. Like, they have a shape I can work with. The Frio house was so ugly to start with. There was no shape for me to work with. It was just ugly, and I had to, like, basically rework it. Like, it looks nothing like it did in the beginning. And there's a few other ones like that. And there's actually, I'm kind of doing something I didn't really start out doing, because I want to, I want to start having some sort of rhythm or rhyme to the way I'm doing this. So I'm kind of trying to go neighborhood by neighborhood, and that's why I'm doing all these houses in this neighborhood. And actually, I have 5 more, and I'm about to get another one done. So we're almost halfway done with this neighborhood, because what I'm counting as this neighborhood has 8 houses. But I'm really worried about the Sakamoto house. I hope I'm saying that right. I think it's Sakamoto. But their house, I used to call them Sacramento when I was little, because they started playing The Sims 3 when I was pretty young. And I didn't really, like, take too much time to just look at it. So I saw the E, the K, the O, and I called it Sacramento, and the T. And so that's why. Actually, I called him Sacramento. Anyways, I now know it's Sakamoto. And so, anyways, that house is terrible. I don't know what I'm going to do with that house. But I think that's one of the worst ones. The goth one, I don't even want to think about it right now. It's like, it's one of those things that's kind of exciting because it's a big fancy house. But it's also going to be the worst time of my life. That is going to take me so long. And my new computer, I told you I got a new computer, right? My old one had plenty of storage on it. I had 450, I think, gigabytes of storage on that thing. That thing was perfectly fine. I had enough storage for all my videos. This thing has 150 gigabytes of storage on it, and I can barely contain the videos I have recorded. I have to delete things constantly just to make room for new videos. And so a big project like that, I'm gonna have to have like an empty videos folder, because I always have at least like 3 or 4 videos recorded in my videos folder, and I just have to empty it out when they're done being edited. But I can't. I can't even express to you guys how scared I am for that house or the mansions up on the hill. But at least I'm not as scared for the mansions as much as the goth house, because the goth house is really ugly. Cool concept, super ugly. But the ones on the hill have some sort of shape that I can work with that's actually decent. I'm going to have to recolor literally everything, but I'm okay with that. Like, I stripped the interior. That was a weird voice crack, but I stripped the interior of, like, every house I do. Most of the time I change the shape. Like, this house hardly looks like it did in the beginning. I don't really care, though. I usually try. I sometimes, I shouldn't say usually. I sometimes try to keep the general shape of the houses the same, sort of. I rework it because there's some ugly stuff, but I have a hard time with some houses. This one, I will admit, wasn't that bad in the beginning, so I could have kept some of the shape, but I just kind of scrapped it, sort of. It's kind of like a whole new house, so it's not really a renovation. But you know, I'm gonna try. Like, some things like the Frio house, I have to rework the whole thing. That thing was ugly, so very ugly. If I didn't rework the whole thing, it would be just as ugly as it was in the beginning, and that's not a good renovation. So some things are gonna have to be reworked. Like the Sakamoto house, that's gonna have to be pretty reworked. I'm not keeping that. There's like a weird balcony with one room. So in order to get to that room upstairs, you have to go outside. And that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. But it's like I think it's a bedroom. I might be wrong, but I think it's a bedroom. And I'm sorry, but I don't want to have to go out in the nighttime just to get to my bedroom. Like, what if you have to go to the bathroom when you're up there? You have to walk in the scary dark nighttime just to get downstairs. And I know in The Sims there aren't very many scary things that happen at night, but in real life, the nighttime is scary, and I wouldn't like that. So I'm probably going to be changing my house a lot. But, like, some houses that aren't that bad, I'll try and keep this shape. Although, a lot of houses tend to be flat, and I'm the type of builder that likes to make all these, like, weird bump outs, which often makes for some weird-shaped rooms. But when you have weird-shaped rooms, it's easier to furnish, because you can kind of, like, sometimes you can see where things go because of the indents. Like, it's like a guide of where to put the couch, or, like, a desk fits nicely. My dog just made a really weird noise. You guys didn't hear it, but I did, and that was a really weird noise. I'm a little concerned for her, but it's okay. She's in my room. I think she wants to get out, but this voiceover is almost done, so I'm just going to wait to let her out. But yeah, so that was my rant. I'm also really excited to do the public lots. Like, those are going to be so exciting and fun because I don't actually have to build most of them, like the police station. I just have to do some landscaping, and bam, I'm done with it, which I'm down for. Anyways, it's getting to the end of the video, so I hope you all enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.